Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Just Saying Football with Jack and Sean. I'm your host, Sean Gann, alongside my partner, Jack Nicholas. We're here to bring you news, notes, weekly updates, and game analysis of your favorite teams from around the league. If not had the chance, go check out our website at justsayingfootball.com and follow us on Instagram at justsayingwjs for article and video updates. All right. The NFL draft is on April 28th. It's coming up. Jack and I decided we've released our own mock drafts. They're on there on our website. We have two each. We got to come up with a collaborative one. Yeah. That being said, we're not going to give a lot of details to why we're going to be picking certain guys in certain places. We're going to have a reaction video to why we did go certain directions and certain picks after this that you can watch. So just want to get through it. I am going to go first. I'm going to be picking all of the odds in this draft. The main reason why is because my Vikings are an even. The Jack's Giants are an odd. We figured it'd be best if we just flipped for the sake of this. You have anything for the viewers, Jack, before we jump into this?
Yeah, just get ready. We're doing this on the spot. We're going to be going back and forth, me and Sean here. Just excited to get through it. And yeah, definitely, feel free to comment. Let us know if there's any picks that you don't like, and we can help explain them in the next video too.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Kicking off, Jacksonville Jaguars with the number one pick in the 2022 NFL draft. We're going to go with Aiden Hutchinson, stout defensive end.
Yeah, great pick for them, out the gate. And, I'm going to go with the second best edge rusher on a lot of people's boards. I'm going to go with the athletic freak who's just, grown up a lot this draft process. I'm going with Trayvon Walker for the Lions.
Love that. Going with the guy who was an absolute monster in college, another defensive end, and arguably maybe one of the best. Kayvon Thibodeau coming out of Oregon, just been a beast since he was a freshman. Houston wants that.
Yeah, this is a great pick here for the Jets. Don't know what you're going to do here. I am going to go with Sauce Gardner for them to start. They have a lot of needs, but the secondary, that division's getting tougher. I think this is a franchise player for them, so it's Gardner.
All right, I love it. Giants are happy that the Jets just went with that because we get the top offensive tackle prospect in this draft, Evan Neal out of Alabama. We are going to protect Daniel Jones.
Dang, that's a huge pick there. With offensive linemen going off the board, Carolina definitely something that they can address here. I just see Ike Ekwonu falling here at 6 to them. Too hard for me to pass up. This guy is going to be a 10-year starter for anybody.
I love it. I feel like we're just going to. It's almost in the order of how they want it to go, but I'm going with that safety, Kyle Hamilton, after Jabril Peppers was up with the Giants, him and Xavier McKinney. I like that for you guys.
Ooh. Yeah. Dang, that's going to be good. That puts Atlanta, kind of in a tough spot. Definitely Hamilton would fit well with them. They have a lot of holes to fill. I am going to go Garrett Wilson here for them. Go get Mariota, number one receiver, until Calvin Ridley gets back next year.
Love that. All right. This is a tough one for me. My heart wants to say one thing, but my mind is going to go another way. We're taking another edge rusher here. Jermaine Johnson, second. Defense has been an issue for Seattle for a long time. We're going to address it. We're not going to address the offensive tackle situation yet, though.
Yeah.
Sorry, Drew Lock, or the quarterback room. Sorry, back to you, New York.
Yeah, no, I was going to say Jermaine Johnson is going to be a stout player if he goes and plays in that division. And, the Jets, a lot of people are probably mad I didn't have them addressing offensive line, but I think that they went up, got a top player that they could. A lot of defensive linemen are gone at this point. They go get Charles Cross, top tackle on the board, and go help Zach Wilson out a little bit.
All right, I like it. Number 11. Oh, Washington. You know who needs some help? My man, Terry McLaurin. We're going to give him another wide receiver. We're going to get Drake London out of USC. We just need the weapons around Carson Wentz. My Vikings are now on the board. Who are you going to go for me?
Yeah, we've been saying that this guy's going to fall all year, staying in some purple and gold. Derek Stingley, one of the top players, missed 2020, had 2021 injury issues, but man, you guys get a top corner here. Position of need, and not a lot of guys around him right now fill a lot of position of need for you. So this is a home run for you guys.
I love that. All right, here comes a hot take. We're going AJ Booth, cornerback out of Clemson at number 13 to Houston. We need the help in the secondary.
Yeah, great pick. And Booth, this guy everyone's saying he could be a surprise top 15 pick. People love him. Despite, we've been saying that, the Ravens are looking at defensive linemen. Calais Campbell 2-year deal. Doesn't matter. He's going to be 39 in a year and a half. Jordan Davis, you go get an athletic guy from Georgia to put in that Ravens defense. It's almost too perfect.
All right, I love that. I love that. This is a tough one. I flipped this in my mock, so I'm gonna go this way for the Eagles. We're gonna go Jamison Williams. We're gonna take a kid who's injured, but we love Alabama right now for that squad. We've been doing well so far. We're gonna keep it going.
Yeah, well, that's it's a tough one. Here in New Orleans, after the trade with Philly's gonna have 2 first rounders, and New Orleans now has 2 first rounders. So for the first New Orleans pick here, I think they have to go and solidify, the wide receiver position 100%. I think Chris Olave fits so well across from Michael Thomas, for Jameis Winston to kind of transition in his second year in New Orleans. But yeah, one of your favorite teams out there, Sean, the Chargers. Who they getting?
The Chargers, man, they need some offensive lineman help. We're gonna go Tyler Panning, Northern Iowa. Brian Balaga, we just let him go in free agency this year after we signed him. We need that offensive tackle help. We did really well with Rashawn Penning last year. We're gonna repeat that offensive tackle success. Back to your favorite team, the Eagles.
Yeah, so the Eagles here, another team, you just had them grabbing a wide receiver, so definitely a position in need. But right now, I would love to see them get George Karlaftis from Purdue. I think that they have Derek Barnett. They have a lot of athleticism on their defensive line, but there is a lot of age outside of Derek Barnett on that defensive line. So you go youth it up, get Karlaftis, huge athlete, this guy.
All right. Now I believe you just went wide receiver with the Saints, or I just went wide receiver with the Saints. Yeah, you did not too long ago. Now everyone's thinking here, you got to go quarterback, right? Nope, we're riding the Jameis Winston train. I don't care. I want Devin Lloyd on my team. I want a stout linebacker that can lead this team. He fell into my lap. I love it.
Yeah, man. And that puts me in a tough position here. They're not going quarterback. I mean, now you're looking at the Steelers, number 20. You got the 2 top quarterbacks on the board. And man, I mean, it's hard to bet against Kenny Pickett from Pitt, the Pittsburgh kid. I am going to go with Kenny Pickett, our first quarterback.
Okay.
I will. I love Malik Willis.
We're going to go back to that in the next video.
Listen, I love Malik Willis, but I do think that, Kenny Pickett kind of fits that big quarterback mentality of that, they've been playing so well in that, in the last couple of years. This is a very tough pick for me. Willis could go very, very high in the draft. But, pro ready at the moment. Pittsburgh kid, hard for me to say no to Kenny at the moment.
All right. That's valid. I'm New England. I need a leader for my defense with Hightower getting a little bit older. Going with Nakobe Dean, the linebacker out of Georgia. I think he can be a leader for that Bill Belichick defense. And he looks like he was revamping in the offseason. They also let Van Noy go. We got to fulfill that position. All right. Where's Green Bay going?
Yeah, Green Bay. I mean, I have my cursor right here, and I will go with Treylon Burks for them. They have 2 first-rounders. They still have an opportunity to fill another hole down the line, but they do need to fill the hole with Aaron, just not really having Devonta Adams there anymore. They're going to need somebody with some speed and great route running. Treylon Burks gives them that, and honestly, it's a great fit for him.
Yeah. Yep. I like that for them as well. All right. This is a weird one for me. You took the guy who I originally wanted to go for the Cardinals, but who's just been sitting there, who maybe shouldn't have been dropped that far, and who might help us keep Kyler Murray around? It's Tyler Linderbaum. All right. We got a great interior offensive lineman that is kind of dropped in this draft right now. And my quarterback's been saying he wants to leave. If I can maybe get him that protection, maybe he wants to stay around. I'm going to make sure he gets that contract too.
Yeah, man, that's a great pick. Tyler is another one of those candidates that could be a surprise 15th pick, a top 10, offensive lineman overall in this whole draft. So that's awesome for him. I'm also looking here at the Cowboys. I am going to go with Kenyon Green for them. I do believe that, the big Dallas offensive line we saw 5 years ago, a lot of those guys are starting to age out. Of course, they have Connor Williams and things. They do need to address the interior of the offensive line, though. And Kenyon Green, Texas kid, love to see that.
I love that. All right. Similar to your logic with this whole got to protect the quarterback, got to keep it going. I'm going to go the opposite, actually. Change my mind. I want Devontae Wyatt right now. I want him for the Bills. The Bills have just been revamping this defense. He's going to help out with Von Miller and Oliver. I like this. I like this one instead. I wanted to change up my mind.
Yeah. Oh man. I mean, Devontae Wyatt, with Ed Oliver, all those guys, that would be insane. And especially when it comes to the playoffs, you get an experienced guy like him. That's awesome. With the Titans, you can go a lot of things here. I am gonna go with Trent McDuffie for them. I think that they have a lot of great people in their secondary. Bayer, they got Caleb Farr last year. They are going to need somebody that kind of plays the slot, kind of plays a little bit of everywhere, and McDuffie gives you that. So I do like that for the Titans.
All right, now Buccaneers' biggest issue last year was obviously their secondary. And I'm seeing Kira Elam right there, and that's tempting because he's been a freaking standout at Florida. However, I don't like my backup quarterback very much behind the GOAT. And there's a very talented young quarterback that just really fell in this draft, and in my opinion, is the best quarterback in this draft. Buccaneers are going Malik Willis.
Malik Willis. Big.
We're prepping for the future, and we have no problem letting him sit under the GOAT for 2 more years if that's what it takes. We will do this right by him and by Brady, but I would really love to secure this post-Brady future for the 3rd year down the line. That's it. Moving on.
I like that. I definitely, could see Malik going so high. I feel like a big thing with the quarterbacks is going to be trade ups. We're going to see a lot of like draft day trade ups to get him. If he fell right here into the Bucs lap, there's no way I think they could resist looking at him as a future successor. Now Green Bay, I had them going with the getting them a wide receiver. And, with that, I think Zion Johnson falls right in here to their lap, get Aaron Rodgers on that extra deal, some protection, Zion Johnson, a really gritty guy, good athlete. So, you can plug him inside the interior offensive line where they've lost a couple of guys the last years and, get a nice fresh start for them.
Yeah, I like that. All right. Well, I'm Kansas City. We just signed 2 wide receivers, but we let maybe arguably one of the best wide receivers in all of the NFL just go. We decided to go wide receiver here, and we go Jahan Dotson. We're going to take this guy out of Penn State. We want all the bodies that we can with this Andy Reid, Eric Bieniemy offense, and we can make some magic happen.
Love that, man. I am gonna with Tyrann Mathieu going. I'm gonna put Daxton Hill right here for the Chiefs. I think he's a physical athlete. He's gonna get it done, and fits right into a need for them.
I love that. All right, now there is part of me that wants to go Boy Mafe right here for 31 with Cincy. I think he's one of those guys that could easily slide into the first round. And I just want to put that on the record. But that being said, our secondary really struggled in the Super Bowl and at times in the playoffs and during the season. Obviously, there was a lot of conversation between a cornerback named Eli Apple and some wide receivers of the opposing team that didn't look great, and we did re-sign him. But I want to solidify that position. I'm going to go Kira Elam right here, secure my secondary for the future now that I've already secured my offense as well.
Yeah. So right here at the end of the mock, we got one more pick. The Detroit Lions, low-key, I kind of wanted Malik Willis to fall to me here and have him back up Jared Goff maybe for a year. There's some talk that, they even would have interest in that too. Crazy stuff. When you look all the way through, I look at, they already got Trayvon Walker, it's tough, but I am going to go with David Ojabo. We got to give this guy, his flowers for, how talented he actually is. And, the fact is, he tore his Achilles in his pro day. And once he does get back, I think he's going to be a stellar guy for the Lions.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. And, scouts and everyone, when you're there and the player goes down like that, let's have a human reaction and actually go and run to them. Especially when an injury happens like that to a kid. These we forget that. We look at these guys like they're fully grown guys, but they're 22, 20, 21. So let's not forget that at times. Yeah. That concludes the collaborative draft. I think we got to review some of these guys, maybe talk over a few of these picks, maybe explain a little bit more. But thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you everyone for listening.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope if you agree with our picks, send us a like. If you don't, send us a comment. Tell us how much you did not like our picks.
Like it too.
Be happy to react. So yeah, hit us up. Justthinkfootball.com. Just Saying Football on YouTube, Just Saying No GWJS on Instagram for all your video article updates. And stay tuned. We got some stuff coming out for draft season. Big draft on Thursday.
Yep. Maybe Jack and I are going to be running a 40-yard dash. We don't know. Keep it out.
A little back pedal.